Police say Sean DiBiase and Chet Hirschfield are the men who brought the drugs on shore from the Bahamas. They now face serious federal charges that could land them in jail for decades.
My name's Chet Hirschfield. I'm from Jupiter, Florida.
It's the largest bust the Marine unit has made in years.
So how do you make most of your money now?
Panhandling, flying on the light. I don't walk up and down. It seems to work a lot better. One, I don't think people like to see the dog walk up and down because they're going to think it's like animal cruelty that he's walking up and down all day. And two, people are less pressured or they don't get nervous. I just sit here. They'll either call me up or sometimes they just throw the money out the window. But I flew this morning from 7 till 9 and I made 90 bucks. If I come without the dog, I'll make like 4. Probably average on a day about 150. I smoke marijuana sometimes, but that's what I went to federal prison for. Got caught with 1,300 pounds of weed in the Boynton Beach Inlet. It wasn't like Crip or anything. It was like, they call it Jamaican chocolate. It's kind of like mids, but they can, when they wrap it in the bales, and they get saran wrap it and wrapped up, and on the trip it goes from Jamaica to the Bahamas and then Bahamas to here. Being on a boat and being compressed like that, it turns like this brown chocolate. Like you put your fingers on it, your fingers get brown.
Did you get involved in smuggling?
I was doing home theaters and electronics. It was during the housing market crash. Went from working 60 hours a week down to the company I was working for basically put us on 20 hours a week, and then I got laid off. And that arose and started doing that.
How did you get the boat? Can you just take me through that experience?
It was a boat that the people had got that for me to use.
It's kind of a rush though.
Oh, it is a big rush.
I feel like I'd like it because of the rush.
It was a cool fit. You know, you're going to get a bunch of money. I'd go there Friday night, I'd go eat, go to sleep, or go out drinking. Sometimes I'd go out drinking on Friday night. So I'd get so drunk, I'd sleep all day Saturday. Wake up, get food Saturday night, go to bed early, and then just come back Sunday. And then, you know, 100,000, 50,000.
Wow.
Whatever you get.
So.
And it was so easy that I didn't think ahead and put money into save money and buy a car wash or save money, because when you get money just handed to you that quick, you think you can do it again. It was so easy.
Yeah.
I was an idiot. I used to play Smuggler's Blues blasting on the stereo coming in the inlet.
What is that, a song?
The song.
Smuggler's Blues?
Yeah, Glenn Fry is about smuggling dope.
How many runs did you get successfully?
Probably about 5 or 6.
A special delivery made its way through Boynton Beach's intracoastal waters.
Palm Beach Inlet. Shouldn't have left. That morning I woke up and I just felt like, spilled my coffee. That was the first sign. And we were going to take 2 boats, and the one boat wouldn't start, the boat I normally use. For some reason, started the night before. That morning it didn't start. And it was 7-foot seas, raining. So we left out of Palm Beach Inlet to go to Bimini. Got there, and the boat that was supposed to meet us broke down, so we had to go from Bimini all the way over to Chub Key, which is another 9-hour trip. So it was like, it ended up being close to 24 hours.
Like it was like some sketchy guy, and he just loaded up your boat, or you had to load it?
No, it was a little bit sketchy because you're in the middle of the ocean.
Oh, so
at nighttime.
On the water?
Yeah.
The boat pulls up?
Yeah, you're in the middle of the water at nighttime.
So the time that you got caught, you didn't go onto the island, it was done on the boat?
Yeah, it was done on the boat.
Which was not typical?
Yeah, that time was not typical because the boat broke down.
Oh, because the boat broke down.
The boat that was supposed to meet us halfway broke down.
Okay.
So we went all the way there. And usually it's about a boat with 4 or 5 black guys with AK-47. And they pull up and throw it on the boat, but nobody knows that you left the United States. So if you went missing, it's not like they're going to think to go look 220 miles out in the ocean. Right where you are, it's hung in the ocean. So if you go a mile from where we were, the ocean's like 12,000 feet deep. So if they did throw your body in the water, it's not like they could search for it. Yeah, they just handed it off. And then we came back with another 24 hours. Every sign in the world said we shouldn't have gone. I should have just not. But we did, and on the way back, Boynton Beach police were there when we were coming in, and they stopped us, and
Do you think they were tipped off? Or it was kind
I
of
don't know. I think so because there was Customs Border Patrol agents that were there already. Yeah.
They're all armed.
Yeah. Well, it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know, it was 1,300 pounds, which equates to about $1.3 million. So it started manatee season. So they were pulling us over to talk about manatee safety, but I think they were tipped off. The feds give time off for telling on people.
Okay.
If say I got arrested and they're going to give me 5 years, and I say I know somebody that grows pot, or I know someone that runs pot, and they say okay, and I tell on you, it's called a Rule 35, and they'll reduce their sentence. And the person that's testifying against you could be a convicted felon. Where in any other court, you know, the lawyers would say, aren't you a convicted felon? Aren't you you got caught running drugs? How can we believe you? So the feds, they don't care.
Okay.
It could have been one of the Bahamians. You say someone's brother's in the feds for running dope. They see a white boy over there. They already know that you're not Bahamian because everyone knows each other, and they know what time it is. They know you're running dope. They just pick up the phone and say, hey, this boat. And then their brother, their cousin, or whoever is in prison gets 33% or whatever amount of time. You know, usually about 30% of the time off. So say he had 10 years, they call up and they turn me in. Now he's down to 7.
Oh, okay.
You know, now the next guy comes, they tell him it'd be down to 4.
Okay.
So, yeah.
And how did the money handoff go, like on the water?
I never touch the money. We would just go there, pick up the product, and drive it back, and then drop the boat off, put the boat on a trailer, and they would take it to a house, and then next day or Monday I would get a box of money.
What kind of money were you making?
You get like 30%. So, but other people got to be paid off. So, I don't know. You could make it 100,000, 150,000.
What do you do with the money? Like, you just have all this cash and then...
I was stupid. I just spent it.
Yeah.
Going to strip clubs, buying shots, buying drinks.
Have thoughts about doing that again to get back on your feet?
Think about it, but the second time, I got 5 years the first time. Second time, they're going to give you 10.
10?
5 was long enough. If you get caught a second time, they go in front of the judge and say he didn't learn the first time.
Right.
So if you're going to sell drugs or do anything, it's the best one. If you smuggle 1 brick of cocaine, 1 kilo, you get 5 years, automatically, minimum mandatory. They only pay you $3,000, $5,000 to bring it over. Anything over 5 is a 10-year mandatory. Marijuana, you can have up to 2,200 pounds. And it's still 5 years.
1,300 pounds.
It was actually 1,500 pounds, but when I went to court, they said it was only 1,328 pounds. I wasn't going to argue with them, but like 200 pounds went missing.
Oh, really?
That's what they used to do the buy bust and
Oh.
stuff. But the DEA laboratory said it was 1,328 pounds.
How does prison time help you on the streets? Did it teach you anything? Skills?
Yeah, you learn how to read bullshit in prison because everyone's got a bullshit story, and out here, everyone's full of bullshit. Just like in prison, you don't trust nobody. Every one of these people out here, when they want something from you, oh, you're a good guy. Other times they'll be running around talking shit about you. In prison, you got to give respect. You don't have to like somebody, but you got to respect them. One of my cellies was a Aryan Brotherhood. The guy down the way was a guerrilla African nation. He was black. He couldn't stand white people. My cellie couldn't stand anyone that wasn't white. But they would come down, hey, your stuff's done in the washer. I put it in the dryer because they did laundry to make money. I said, I thought you two don't like each other. He's white and you're black. He said, I don't have to like them, but I got to respect them. Now here, these jackasses, and I'm getting to the point that people make me fight, I'm gonna try to kill you. And plus, the life sentence is not too long anymore now at 50. I'm close to 50, so I'm too old for that crap, you know?
Yeah.
It's like high school out here. One thing that I found is pretty interesting about it, I have little interactions with certain people every other day or day, and give you hope for humanity. Just little things. I have another guy that drives by and he'll never stop, or he just puts the window down and he yells, "2!" and he'll throw the money.
Oh, really?
And then I have another older gentleman that every day comes by and says, "I don't give a dollar bill to any damn motherfuckers. I'm only giving you $1 because of the dog." And every day, same thing. Get a job. And today, he actually pulled over and talked to me for about 10 minutes. Just asked me certain questions. So he still says the same thing. "I wouldn't give you $1 or anybody else, but that damn dog." He gives me $1.
Do you ever take any days off to just have fun, like fish, or every day is a grind?
Every day. I own an electronics company, Simplified Home Electronics, installing security cameras, computer networks, Cat 5, Cat 6, fiber optic wires.
And that was your own business?
Yeah, that's my own business.
Did you still have that when you became homeless?
I still had it, I wasn't very active with it. Kind of my fault, I wasn't putting in 100% effort.
Yeah, if you work for yourself, you're solely responsible, yeah.
Yeah, people say, "I don't want to work 9 to 5. Well, you get your own business, it's 9 to 5 would be lovely.
How is it living on the street compared to having your own business? Is it a little bit less stress?
Less stress, just more bullshit. It's like a soap opera out here. People lie about everything. They're all full of shit. They're all bullshit. At first, was out here, and then I started flying with the dog, and I just sit there and get money, and kind of contagious. Just kept doing it. There's no alarm clock. You don't have to. You don't have to do anything. My dream would be to live in the Bahamas, because the Bahamians live the same way. I asked one of them, I said, "Why don't you have a watch?" He says, "Because I wake up when I wake up, I go to sleep when I'm tired, I eat when I'm hungry."
Beautiful.
And it's a slower pace of life. Out here, it's kind of like that. To be honest with you, I used to work like 14, 15 hours a day when it was my own company. So this is like a vacation. I'm being a fuck up, like I said. Compared to like working on the boats and doing that shit. And sit down with the dog up there. It's not the best thing in the world to be out here, though.
It's not?
It'll wear on you.
There's people that have been out here for like 8 years. How do you think they can do it?
To be honest, I don't think they have any will to do anything better. There's people out here that will be out here forever. They'll never. A lot of them just don't have the will to do any better. I think if you stay out here long enough, kind of like when you have depression. I get depression sometimes. I have clinical depressions. And when depression hits, it just feels like there's nothing you can do to climb out of the hole. Just the smallest step, you feel like it's just too much. Yeah, and I think people that stay out here long enough just feel like there's no way they can ever just get out of it. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. And when you're depressed, you just can't get out of bed. Just the thought of even tackling one task. I know I'm kind of being a fuck up being out here, but there's more to life than this.
You want to get off the streets?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Probably pretty soon. This ain't life, living out here. I always got an 18-pound bag of dog food in my backpack. I got blankets, all this shit to carry everywhere. You can't leave it anywhere because everyone steals from you.
Oh, so you always have to have it on you.
Mm-hmm. There's a bunch of thieves out here. Most people out here on fentanyl or heroin fentanyl. I don't do that. I don't do none of that. It's not like I'm out here because I wake up dope sick and go fly the light, get $20 to go get high, get it right. I don't even know why I'm out here.
Yeah.
To be honest with you. I was chasing the girl a little bit, but she's my friend and I'll make sure she's okay, but.
You spend money on her?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Probably went to about $190,000.
$190,000?
Yeah. The wife was like $200,000. We lived in hotels just partying. I married a Russian girl from Rachel's, a stripper.
Pretty ass girl.
And blew a lot of money on that and just I was living beyond my means. My company was doing good at the time, but instead of putting money away for when it slowed down, I was balling.
Balling out.
Stupid choices on women and money. What got me on there? I got a bad deal with moderating my money. I can make $20 last if I need to. I can survive eating 3 meals a day and on 20. But also, if I had $2,000, I can spend it in a day. And I have a coffee addiction, so every morning I gotta have the caramel frozen coffee from Dunkin' Donuts, and that's $6.
Every morning, like clockwork?
I'll wake up in the morning, I'll go fly until I get enough money to get one, and then I go get one. The other day I sat out there, didn't make $1. And then there's days that I could walk out there and not even put the dog bed down and someone will give me $40.
So where are you sleeping tonight?
Probably here.
Here?
If it doesn't rain, yeah.
If it rains, where would you go?
There's a hallway down there or Salvation. If they pull in and you're sleeping, you gotta leave right away or they'll call the cops. You can see Gucci, he's sleep anywhere.
Yeah. Is it hard to stay off drugs being on the street?
I'll smoke some weed, a little Molly.
Why do you do the Molly?
It helps me cope with some of the conversation out here. Not so much intelligent conversation.
Is it real Molly or is it meth?
No, it's like it's a bath salt smell. It's not club Molly. You know the Molly you used to take you take a cap or a roll. You take a roll and you would be rubbing your hair, drinking water for 12 hours, listening to the trance. It's not like that. It just keeps you up a little bit.
Flocka.
No, it's not Flocka. Flocka
is bath salts.
Flocka is something else. I don't know what Flocka is. I don't do that shit. People on Flocka are crazy.
So how much does the Molly cost?
It used to be cheap. It used to be like an 8-ball was like $50, $30, and now they want like 150. So it'd be cheaper to smoke crack. Smoking that Molly is kind of like like a cocaine that didn't get you high and geeked up, but just kept you awake.
How much you spend on that? Like how much was that?
A little bag's like $10. I don't know, maybe $30 a day on that.
$30 a day?
Yeah. Well,
it's substantial for.
It used to go through 100, 110. But literally, a Cuban coffee will get more than that.
Well, do you think it's because you have tolerance now to it?
No. Believe me, drink 2 or 3 of them Cuban coffees.
You're more wired than smoking Molly.
Yep.
Do you have any advice for someone that's about to be homeless, about to lose their job, and?
No, I wouldn't take any advice from me. I wouldn't follow the path I took in life.
No?
No. I wouldn't change anything because it's life experiences. I know I'm being a fuck up because I can just call and bite the bullet, suck it up with my mom and go back there.
Well, you are.
Yeah.
You're choosing this over living in a house with your mom.
Yeah. Not the smartest. That's why I said don't take advice from me. I was living at my mom's house, but yeah.
And she'll let you stay there?
Yeah, I was staying there. We had a disagreement about, like I said, my dad passed and said she didn't know, but my sister was in town, like a 10-hour drive. She just drove into town that morning.
Right.
And stuff like that. My IQ's too high to stay out here.
So you're gonna miss it?
I'm sure I might on days that I start working again and I'm stressed out and I think, man,
Could just be sitting under a tree.
Could be sitting under a tree or sitting on a ramp, but
Holding the side.
yeah. It still can be stressful though. You wake up in the morning, you ain't got any money and you're hungry. You got to figure out going to get some money, go get food. Yeah, there are days that you do real good and there's days that you don't make money. When you don't make money and you're trying to figure out where you're going to eat. So you got to try to put on nice clothes and sneak in the back door of La Quinta or go in and get in the elevator and then come down and then hit the free breakfast.
Oh, that's freaking.
You know, but you do what you got to do to get food. I'm going to go back home and start working my company again.
That fucker's got a nice house, everything, bro. He can go right now,
Yeah.
This girl back here, that's why he stays out here, because he feels like she'd be fucked up.
No, I like hanging out with her. She gets rid of my depression. You can stay in a house that doesn't feel like your home. My family had $1 million house up in Jupiter. First thing I'm gonna do is take a shower, like a 15-minute long shower. I got a sunken bathtub with the jacuzzi. I'm gonna sit in that bitch for 5 hours. What I learned is don't trust anything you hear and half of what you see. Stay single.
Stay single?
Yeah, don't do drugs, stay single. And don't be homeless. This is Chet. Thanks for watching. Stay in school. Don't do drugs. Don't smuggle them either. The retirement plan is not good. You will get caught.
Well, thanks, bro.
No problem, bud. Be good.
I'll give you a little something here.
Where'd you get all your tats?
Cuba.
Cuba?
Yeah.